Welcome, podcast listeners. It is episode number 220 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Mr. BudgetPedalChap, with an extra radio-y voice this week. You are also joined by Lee Padabadababadababadababadababadoo. Say hi, Lee.
Well, thank you very much, dude. Sounds more like Fred Flintstone than a bloody radio producer.
Yabba dabba doom. Oh, it's your catchphrase. It's coming back. It's making a comeback. Yabba dabba doom. Oh, so when you
that is also my catchphrase.
Fuck's sake, like you've taken it to a dark place already. Yeah, your next news video, please put Yabba dabba doom in there somewhere. I mean, do it for the listeners.
In the morning. Yeah, I can do that.
Cool,
if I remember.
But we are on tenterhooks here because we have also got a new, fresh voice on the podcast. We have got Mr. Josh Castle from So Much. You are one of our new Pedalboards of Doom YouTuber extraordinaires, aren't you?
Oh my gosh, it's Josh, and yes, I am.
Oh my gosh, it's Josh. Indeed. So, I think we should probably start by introducing you proper. So, who are you, Josh?
I am a knobhead, as most people tend to call me.
Yep.
But you're fitting well here.
Yeah, my name's Josh. I'm a guitarist, and I like making noise and guitar sounds.
Indeed.
Essentially.
So you're a lot more of a heavier guitarist than myself. Not so much Lee, because Lee does dabble a little bit in that end of the spectrum. But you've got full on blues dad over here. But Josh,
I'd like to.
You go even further, don't you? You go even further than Lee.
I would probably say so. I think I'm definitely like on the spectrum. I'm kind of in that dirty sort of progressive industrial goodness of tone, stank face inducing, as I like to call it.
Oh yes, the full on smell a fart face. I mean, we're pulling faces on an audio podcast, but so much so that the listener will be able to...
Sorry, I did actually just fart. I'm sorry.
Indeed, and you will get the stank face. But yeah, like that, when someone's dropping some dirty funk that you can... It's so nasty that you can taste it. You get that.
Yes.
Oh. Yes.
That like, sort of sound.
Yeah.
Mm. So we need to do a little bit of housekeeping, boys, because we can't just go on like this confusing people, because they're all going to think that you're talking to yourself. There is more than one person here. The truth is that these guys live in the same neck of the woods in the UK, up north, and they that's why they both sound very, very much the same. So hopefully our leader, the Budget Pedal Chap, has panned this left and right. So if it sounds like one person who's kind of like popping his head around either side of your head, that's kind of what's going on. So you're going to have to separate them mentally.
Indeed.
I mean, I'm really offended that you say that we're from up north. We're not from up north. Yeah, we aren't those people.
That's why I say it. Because it really upsets him.
Yeah, he does it every time, even though I explain to him that the Midlands, by definition, is in the middle. We are literally the dividing line between the north and the south. So
it's like
between
the
the commoners and the peasants.
If you include Scotland, but if you're including just like England, it's definitely north.
I mean, you're not even in England anymore, so you don't get a say.
Well, I do. Just because I'm not in England, I can talk about the place I've lived for like nearly 40 years.
No.
Oh, God, that's depressing.
That is... your rights have been revoked. They are null and void now. And to be fair, they were wrong anyway. The Midlands is the middle. But enough kind of local rivalry. We shall...
Yes. Local? Anyway, look, the point is, if you are a little bit confused by them sounding similar, that's why.
I mean, most people probably won't have won't have an issue. Lee has got very underdeveloped hearing and just hears anyone from the centre of the UK as the same person.
We have to remember, like, a large proportion of our listeners that are in the US, so it's
and
kind
even
of like,
they'll be able to get it right.
Well, people in America, like to us, can live in completely different states, and they can sound very, very similar. Whereas to them, they're very, very different. So we don't hear it. We just hear like, oh, hang on a minute, what's that person saying? I suppose
I'm
Texas
have to put
to New
away
York
my
is very different.
cheat sheet of American jokes then out the way. I can't use that.
Indeed, yeah. I think at last check, it was something like 59% of our audience are from the US, which. Woo. Go you guys.
Makes you more attractive to your sister.
I'm not entirely sure we're from those states.
No, that's a Midlands thing, I'm guessing.
Oh, here we go.
back to the Midlands. Right. So
I kid you not, the village that we've moved into, we didn't realise, but all our friends that live in like different areas are all like, yeah, that's kind of like your area. It's kind of like oh dear.
So you've become a country bumpkin.
Yeah, I do like it out here though. It's nice.
Without the O.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean,
listeners are like, I like him. I like that boy. He's good, that one.
Indeed, we'll have him on again. So Josh, tell us some more about yourself. You play music? Do you just play it at home? Do you play it out with people?
So I am a standing guitarist for a Rammstein tribute band in the UK, Ramlide. If you want to check them out, I'm not pushing them. Obviously, to American listeners, I don't know whether you have American-style Rammstein tribute bands over there. Other than that, I'm usually playing at home. I'm riff writing, I'm making tones, I jam, I do live videos, I dabble with a bit of everything.
Yeah, you're quite frequent on the old Instagram, aren't you? You make quite a few videos. you do like track playthroughs of songs I've never heard. Which is fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's along with the majority of people, to be honest. I'm usually putting up, clips of playing either progressive metal or just noises with playing with effects pedals, doing live streams, playthroughs of tracks, when I'm making tones with my quad cortex and capturing pedals and just anything to do with music, I do it, as
Nice. And just as a cheeky little bonus, where can we find you on Tinterwebs?
So on Tinterweb, you can find me on Instagram at the Corona Mortis, not anyway affiliated with the coronavirus. You can find me on Instagram at /JoshyZK, JOSHIIZK.
Nice. And as we mentioned at the start of the video, you've recently fallen into a different position, haven't you? You've fallen into a new position here at the old Pedal Boards of Doom HQ.
Yes, I have. I caught wind of Pedal Boards of Doom and looking for some new hosts, and I thought, being doing a lot of videos myself of covers and bits and pieces, I wanted to branch out and try something different, try something new. And my first video, I think, went down quite well, doing guitar tones with the quad cortex, showing how easy it was to do so. And thankfully, Lee has been very nice to keep me on and start doing more videos of you guys. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Indeed,
and we've just released another one moments ago.
Yes, I have a Will It Stank. It's going to be the first of a series where I'm going to put pedals to the test to make sure that they can pull a stank face, and if they do, I'll be rating them on the Josh Castle approved Stankometer.
Damn right. And we're not going to give away any secrets as to where this new pedal fell on that Stankometer, but the bar is set quite high.
Yes, obviously, if you want to find out, you're just going to have to go and view the video yourself.
Indeed. And let's whip it back around to that first outing in Pedalboards a Do that went down really well. So you were kind of going through the quad cortex, and you were doing a little bit of a whistle stop tour of the features of the cortex, while also building up a tone, weren't you?
Yes, I wanted to show, because obviously people know about like Kemper's and Axe-Fx. Kemper is plug and play. Axe-Fx is definitely getting more into the nitty gritty things. And I wanted to show just how easy it was to build a preset on the quad cortex and how quickly you can do so. So I decided to get two very common amplifiers that, you know, people can get hold of, a JCM 900 and a 5150 style amp. Put in those, you know, one hard pan left, one hard pan right with tube screamer in front, and both put them into some 4x12 cabs, and just to show you how easy and quick it was to get a really monstrous big sounding tone, and I think it come out quite nicely.
Yeah, and the way that you did that in stages as well, you showed what each of those blocks within that added to the tone. So you started with the JCM, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you played through that, and that sounded, you were like, okay, this is pretty nice. And then was it you added the tube screamer onto that to shape that tone next?
Well, what I wanted to do first was just get each sound on the left and right sorted. So I kind of had a good idea of what I was going to do when I went into it anyway. I mean, for me, like, I like guitar tones that have got quite a throaty mid punch to them. I just think it gives you a nice bit of clarity. So I thought if I've got an amp like the JCM, which can carry the high end quite nicely, and like the 5150 style, which can give you the low end punch as well, they would kind of sit together quite nicely. So I did one sound, and then I'll try another sound by itself, blend them together, and to be fair, straight away they were just right in the ballpark of where I wanted, and the tube screamer was to purely just tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah, the tube screamer used in a really traditional kind of metal way, not really pushing much gain, but shaping that. It's almost kind of like taming the bottom end, which can get away from you with higher gain settings.
I'd like to say though, if anyone wants to know the rest of the settings, they should go and watch the bloody video.
Yes, because if you go and watch the video, there's also a link to it where you can download it for free.
Indeed. If you are one of those lucky people who owns the quad cortex. But like, the beauty of it as well is you can follow that tutorial. Like if you had something like an Axe-Fx or something like the Helix
actual stuff.
I mean, if you had the actual stuff as well, yes, you could follow this. Like, I'm just going to pan this out. I'm just going to move this JCM over to this corner of the room. And no, but like,
that's the kind of thing I want to make sure that I can do with things like that, because, you know, there's no point me doing one with a Friedman BE 100 Deluxe and, I don't know, a dual rectifier, because not everybody has them, and I'd like to think that I can make the tones out of gear that's actually pretty commonly available to
that's
everyone.
the thing that we've kind of tried to keep a little bit on the channel, because there are lots of channels out there, and I'm going to pick on one in particular. I'm going to pick on That Pedal Show, which I really love. The guys, Dan and Mick are amazing, but they will sit there with a 2-rock.
Yeah,
and so these are the tones that you get from a 1962 Strat, and for a 2-rock, and you're like, great, good for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great tone. Don't get me wrong, but
I've played a Dumble. Great, I'm really pleased for you.
The great thing about the quad cortex is it's allowed me to explore those avenues as well. So my most popular preset that I've got on my Neural DSP account is my John Mayer patch, which I've made. It's entitled Gayer for Mayer. And
we do not we should cut that.
It's not a sexual slander because I love John Mayer's guitar tones, and it allowed me to get like a 2-rock and a Dunwall style tone, and a clon in inverted commas, and it's just fantastic with a Strat in position 4. Beautiful,
banging, absolutely banging. So yeah, I mean, it's well worth, even if you don't have the quad cortex and you've got like another modeler. It's well worth watching the video because you can see how your thought process works with building these certain like building blocks of that tone and how they then work together.
Yeah, it's a relatively quite, because there's so many different ways that can use the workflows within the Cortex.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just literally want to have just one row, you can just have one row. If you want to split your chain into 2 amps on the left and 2 amps on the right, utilizing the 4 rows, you can. If you want to do wet, dry, wet, you can. I mean, the features are absolutely endless, and I'm going to be covering more of those features in videos to come.
Yeah, I look forward to it because I didn't really know a great deal about the quad cortex, and your videos really kind of sparked some interest in that and like some of the possibilities that you can get with it. So I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, the big thing for me was, I'll be honest, when I got it, I expected it to be bigger than it actually was and heavier than it actually was. Yeah. It's the size of like an iPad or a MacBook Pro. It's okay. Absolutely tiny. So for me, I can just literally take a guitar and my quad cortex in a gig bag, and that's all I need. Yeah. And if you wanted to, you can run a bass, 2 guitars and vocals into it and just run that straight to your PA, and that's your gig setup.
Right, guys, that's all amazing. The quad cortex is amazing and all that, but we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about you being on the bloody podcast of Richard's Sven Clasp, because that is amazing and it's so much more important.
Yeah.
Come on, tell us, man.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, it was an apps. Richard from Rammstein was the guy that got me into playing guitar. So like I've always thought I would die just to have 2 minutes to talk to him, and I was very fortunate enough that he was promoting his album on a podcast with the Emigrate drummer, because they've got the new album coming out, and obviously that's Richard's side project, and I entered into this competition, and it was asking about how Richard's music kind of came into your life and things like that, and I put in my 2 cents, as it were, and I got picked to talk to him live, and I was just like, holy shit. And I thought I was gonna shit my heart out, man. It was insane.
Absolutely banging.
What did he ask you?
So it was weird. Like, I was just literally sat at my laptop for about an hour and a half just waiting to be called in. So I'm just sat there kind of like tapping my fingers waiting. And then all of a sudden I just hear like Richard go, "Hey, is this Josh?" And I'm like, "Yep, hello, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah." And he was like, "So, hey, how are you doing?" Sort of thing.
He's German, and he's not American.
Yeah, he's German, but he lived a long time in New York, and he's got a very, very good English language. All Emigrate sung in English as well, anyway.
Right, yeah. But most German people I know speak very good English, yeah.
Yeah. And but what I forgot I had on Zoom was my profile picture was me and my missus were dicking about, and that's not mean having coitus or sex. But
the coitus mortis.
the coitus mortis, yeah. I had her sat on my shoulders and like took this photo, and but I didn't have a shirt on, and Richard was kind of like, "I'm guessing that's you and your girlfriend, your naked or something. Yeah. And I was just like, oh, no, I'm not naked. Me and my missus were just messing about taking this photo. And I said, but as long as you can't see my schnitzel, it's all right. And then he burst out laughing. And as far as I was concerned, my life is complete. I've made my idol laugh. And then he said to me, schnitzel, that's funny. I had schnitzel for dinner last night. And it was just like,
did, you dirty bastard.
I was just like, my mind was absolutely blown. And then I spoke to him about my story, about how his music kind of fell into my life and basically saved me from suicide and whatnot. And he was really touched by it, and he was, began talking about it. And it was very humbling just to be able to say thank you to him at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely, man. So, and where can we catch that?
So the podcast is not out. Well, as this is being recorded, it's not out. But Joe Letts, that his last name spelled Letz. He'll be bringing out on his podcast Let's Talk Shit, I think it's called, and it'll probably be on
that's
there.
Us, isn't it? That's us, isn't it?
No, as is guaranteed to talk shit. 100% guarantee.
There's a difference. So yeah, it was just a real surreal, mad moment, and I still don't think I've quite come down from it yet.
Nice. But speaking of podcasts as well, you're not a stranger to the world of podcasting yourself, are you?
No, I have a guitar gear related podcast called Guitar Geeks, which you can find on all streaming platforms and YouTube. So it's entitled the Guitar Geeks Podcast. I talk to guitarists and musicians, in some cases bands, about general shit, to be honest, what got them into playing guitar, guitar effects, and just loads of different stuff. We've had Adrian Thorpe from Thorpe Effects. We've had Mikey Demas, Skin Dread and Redbeard Effects. We've had Joss Allen. We've had Rob Chapman. We've had Phil Dyer from Victory and Boss on there. We've had a good selection of people on there so far.
Nice.
Sorry if I've missed you out, if anybody's listening that's been on.
I mean, there's a bit of crossover there. We've had a few of those guys.
Most of them
on our cast as well, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Yeah. So maybe we need to write down a list of the ones that we haven't and just cross them off as well.
We haven't had Joss or Rob, and I think that was about the only two that we
not had Mikey on either, have we?
We didn't share. Have we not?
We've not had Mikey on. We've had Adrian on. We did an interview with him quite early on in the podcast, actually.
Oh, I love Thorpe. He's fucking brilliant. He's so funny.
Yeah.
If you start taking the piss out of you, that you're in a good sort of circle with him.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen him around at a fair few shows and whatnot. We've had loads of dealings with Thorpe.
I've got a few more guests that are penciled in to be on the show as well. I just need to get round to getting things booked and getting them on there. But there's still some good amount of content to come from there. Not to steal the thunder from obviously our podcast here. I'm just saying.
Go on, give us a sneak peek.
So coming up, I know I can say this here. I have Phil Short, who is an artist with Neural DSP. I've got James Douglas Davis, who's an artist with Mayonnaise Guitars. Stephen Ward, who works with Neural DSP. He should be coming on as well. And I'm trying to find a date to get Jack Gardner on. I would love to get Jack Gardner on. And possibly, this isn't set in stone, but possibly Rabia Massad.
Ooh, and you're a big beer fan yourself, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Self-inflicted Afro whore person thing.
Nice.
I could do with a beer right now, actually.
I can't drink beer at the moment, unfortunately.
No, you can't, can you?
I mean, that would be really cruel for us to crack open a beer right now, wouldn't it? And just
Back in a sec.
It'd be worse if it was gin. then I wouldn't be happy.
Oh, no thanks.
I do like a nice bit of gin. It's got to be summer though. I find it quite refreshing in summer.
Do you know what I really enjoy in the summer is a lovely sangria.
Yeah. I've had a messy night in Spain drinking sangria.
Yeah, it's got to be full of fruit, isn't it? Like, my wife and I both really like that. You know, we're talking about sangria that's full up with basically a good few shots of every single alcohol you have in the house. It's like there's nothing that isn't put in there. Yeah. Fair.
I mean, we are British. Surely you've got to have Pimm's. If you
Pimm's and lemonade,
throw in a summery, like, fruity cocktail together. But hey-ho.
There's nothing better than knocking back a few beers though on a really hot day, like really ice cold beers. I know it sounds like I'm an Australian, but there's nothing better than just like,
good day, mate.
You can't beat it.
You got our Fosters.
Let's wrangle it onto some news, because I think we've got a fair amount. Unless we've not really done what we've been up to this week, have we, Lee?
No, you've been cold.
I've been away in a Icelandic country.
Plot twist, it wasn't Iceland.
Yeah, I took the missus frozen food shopping.
That's a joke only the British people are going to understand.
Indeed. I mean, you can infer by context. But yeah, so I've really not done a great deal of guitar playing this week, and last week I spoke about the No Talk All Tone that I recorded that will be coming out this week. So I mean, that's it. I'm spent, guys. I'm shot my load early. So Lee, what?
Not the first time.
No, it won't be the last as well. I tell you, mate. It won't be the last.
Well, I've been up to quite a bit. Some of it I can't really talk about, which is a shame because I really want to. But hopefully, by the time we podcast next, I'll have quite a bit to talk about that. But there's a couple of things that I've been doing. One which was playing with myself, one which was playing with something that you've also got, and one was playing with something that Josh has also got.
I mean,
and that is herpes.
I didn't think we were going to be speaking about that
How
on the
did you know?
podcast. But
So the first thing is I managed, after quite some messing around, to sort my MIDI out on my board, because it was something I sorted out before we moved to Svalia, and then when I got here I moved a few bits and pieces around just before, and I just couldn't be bothered to do the MIDI, and setting up MIDI is so painful if you do it like the old-fashioned way. So I managed to not only set up my MIDI, I've managed to pull up presets on certain bits and pieces. I'm still trying to get it so I can set my DD500 as my go-to tap tempo. So when I hit the tap tempo on my DD500, it will globally sort out the tap tempo.
the tempo across everything. Yeah, cool.
Exactly. I can do that from my ESA, but I couldn't work out to do it. I knew how to do it, it just wasn't working for some reason. So it's so complicated. But I have managed to make it so my expression pedal that's into my ESA can change the expression parameters of pretty much any of my pedals, and multiple at the same time, all via MIDI.
So what pedals have you got that allow expression in then?
Oh God, right, okay. DD500, which is the only one that I can't get it working on. Eris Enzo.
I really want one of those.
You can buy mine. I'm swapping it. I'm getting the SY200. So we'll talk about that.
Don't tempt me.
Eventide, which is the micro pitch, which I'm going to be swapping soon, probably for a H9, because there's so many Meris pedals that I really want. Got Triceratops coming soon as well, but I can do the OD200 as well. That was really nice because I could swell in the gain, and that was really cool. I can also change things on my GT1000 core with the expression, and possibly the looper, the RC5. And that's the other thing I've managed to do. I've managed to set up a patch where I've turned my ES8 into all the other buttons from the looper. So I've even got one that will reverse a line that I've played. So I'll play it, hit it, and it will reverse that loop.
Nice.
Smart.
Yeah, it's so cool. I tried it out the other day, and the only thing I didn't manage to do was make any nice tones. So,
I mean, that is secondary in this process.
Yes. However, I received some pedals from a company called Exonic, which they're called the Air Step. There's two. One's called the Light and one's called, I can't remember.
The heavy.
#professional.
I actually think one's called the Air Step and the other one's called the Air Step Light.
Yeah. I think that's the case.
Yeah. They are absolutely amazing. They are, if you kind of ask what they kind of do everything. So if you've got a product such as the HX Stomp, the Quad Cortex, the GT1000 Core, or anything along these lines, or even like your loop switches like the G3, the ES8s, and that sort of thing, you can connect these to them and you can have them so they control it. So I can have my board over behind me, but link it up to the Air Step and just stick the Air Step under my desk, and I can program it via an app on my phone as to what the switches do. The switches on it, you've got 5 switches. You've got one of these, haven't you? You've got the normal one as well.
Yeah. I think I've got the one that's got a few like jack-ins on it.
Yeah, better than jack-offs. Yeah. So you've got 5 switches on these. Each of them, you can either press once, you can press and hold, or you can set them up as tap, so you can like multiple press them on. So you've got 3 functions on each, and so far I've only used this with my Wazares because I'm just waiting for some instructions from the chaps as to how to set the other one up, which I think, but this one, to set this up was so easy. I just went onto the app, made sure that it was connected from Bluetooth to my phone, and then I just clicked a thing, went down to I found Wazare, and then I had like 5 different Wazare settings to choose from. I chose one that I wanted, and then basically it's opened up so much on my Wazares, and I'll explain as to why very quickly. On the Wazares, you've got 2 buttons on the side, and they go through the 5 different presets, or you can use the app.
Yeah.
So you've got 5 different presets, and on those presets you can have, you choose your amp, you choose your one of 3 different, you can choose 3 different effects on it. You can choose an overdrive, you can choose a modulation, and then you can choose like a reverb.
Yeah.
But there are actually 5 different blocks of that you can select. You just can't have access to them for some reason. What this does is it gives me access to all 5 of the different blocks, so I can switch any of them on. So on the preset, you have the preset on, or you go to the next preset. So the only options you've got once all your presets are set up on the Wazares is preset 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5.
Yeah.
What this does is if I press and hold button 1, it will select preset 1. If I press and hold preset 4, button 4, it will select preset 4, which is the first up bonus, because on the Wazares you had to go through every single preset. You couldn't jump between them.
Yeah.
So you had to go sequentially. Or if I just press the button, it turns on and off the effects blocks on each one of the presets, and each preset will have different effects blocks.
Nice.
As you design by yourself. So yeah, I've gone from having 5 different tones to having 25 different tones.
Yeah.
Well, no, more than 25 different tones, because you got all the combinations of those.
Yes, exactly that, isn't it?
So it's 20. It's 25 different tones per patch. So that's 125 different tones.
Sure.
So can you use this with, like say, just a normal box standard pedal board?
If it's MIDI controlled, then yes, but it has to be something that takes MIDI messages.
Yeah.
Cool.
But the big bonus of it is it's so easy to set up. It took me minutes. And
I would love to try, sorry to interrupt, but I would love to try something like that using sort of like the archetype Gojira, for example, where you can just set all your tones and then I'm guessing you could just press and hold to turn on the drive or change. That'd be brilliant.
They say you can use it with doors. It doesn't even have to be musical. So there are some camera switchers that you can have. So if you're doing YouTube videos and you've got lots of cameras with you, you can have like a camera switcher. Think of like something like the ES8, but
for camera, fuck me, like a loop switcher, camera loop switcher. This is insane.
Exactly. So, and for something like that, you can set it up wirelessly as well.
Damn.
And that's the cool thing about this. You see, I'm just showing the boys here. You can see there's no ins and outs on here other than a plug-in for the 9-volt for the battery.
So you could probably just run that off a normal power supply with the board anyway.
It's battery. It's got a lithium-ion battery.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's completely wireless. See the little aerial on the back. I wasn't sure. I thought it was going to be good. I saw people saying it was good. I'm utterly blown away by this. I love my Wazares. I thought they were amazing. Now I don't think I would want to use them unless I had this. It's just
I've wanted to try the Wazares. I've always been so tempted. Like, do I pull the plug on them? But I've just never done that.
Right, fantastic. Really, really good. really good. So that's one thing I've been doing. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some videos on them. But Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, Airstep were kind enough to send you one as well. And we're going to make a video on it to see if you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
how easy it is.
Like, you and Airstep colluded together to try and scare the shit out of me, and you both succeeded incredibly. Like, this is it. I mean, I am from the school of Blues Dad, and this is so far away from Blues Dad. Like, I'll send you in a picture of my pedalboard because you did something on pedalboards doing this week, asking to roast pedalboards. I'll send you a picture of my pedalboard and you can see how like held together by gaffer tape.
Yeah, so there's going to be some rules on those videos. So I'm going to be making a series of videos about roasting people's boards, and there's going to be some rules. If I know someone online, they're going to get really heavily roasted. If I've actually met them in real life, it doesn't matter how good their board is, they are getting absolutely toasted. Like,
I'm guessing I can get mine out to be roasted then.
Yeah, let's not play with them right now because we don't want to drop them. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. But I tell you what made me laugh this week. I've been talking to a company who make this pedal called the Ridge, which is basically pretty much. They explain that it's pretty much every single overdrive pedal that you can ever imagine. Think of something like the OD 200 from Boss, but it has no digital circuitry.
You did this on the news last week, didn't you?
Yeah. And then you commented on there saying, because I said on there, about it having MIDI on there, and I was like, and this is everything we want. This is the way we want the industry to move forward. And you commented on there saying it's not the way I want the industry to move forward. And they read that whilst I was having a meeting with them. And they said someone commented this, and I was like, yeah, that's
ignore him.
That's my friend, and that's kind of we do a podcast together, and that's kind of his thing.
Yeah. I mean, but to be fair, like the comment was half in jest, but actually, there's a lot of people thinking that. Like, I'm gonna buy this amazing like MIDI preset pedal, find a tone in it, and then just have it as an on-off switch.
Well, this is the thing. It's got a preset built into it as well, so you can find your 2 perfect tones on there and just switch between them with the preset switch, and you don't need to have any MIDI switcher in there. So they've been very clever with that pedal. But I'll tell you what, when we've got one, we'll talk about it in more detail on here, so we can actually give a true rundown on it, and we'll do a video of it.
Yeah, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I really I saw actually after seeing your video. It piqued my interest because the way that you're speaking about it and like how impassioned you were about this pedal, I was like, actually, yeah, I'm on board. But I never pass up an opportunity to troll Lee, so.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Exactly.
So, just quickly, the other thing that I've been doing, which has been pretty cool, is been playing with this Black Cat Devices 3D printed pedal. And Josh, you've got one of these as well, and that's what we've made a video about, isn't it?
Yes, the video went out today. So if you've not checked out the video, make sure you go to the YouTube and check it out. It's a fun pedal.
There's some great tones in there.
If once you kind of get those settings right, it really does kind of get the drool coming out the corner of your mouth a little bit.
Yeah, it's it's one of those pedals that not all the tones in the pedal are great, but once you've nailed it in, it is great. But I'll tell you what I really want to talk about is how it's built, because that's what really stands out about these, isn't it? They're 3D printed.
Yes. I was very skeptical when I heard it was 3D printed, because let's be fair, there are some pedal brands out there that don't, make them necessarily brilliantly, and you play them 3 times and they break. So I was kind of like, sort of single person thing, 3D printed, is it going to actually be any stronger? And it's actually surprisingly robust.
Yeah, should I throw this one across the room?
I mean, if you want to.
It's alive.
There we go. Live on it. I mean, there's always that stigma with plastic pedals that the old Behringer pedals had, and they were the kind that you'd put your foot through.
Yeah.
And yeah, to be fair, like you hear plastic pedal, you instantly, even if you don't want to, like subconsciously, your mind goes back to those, and you're like, oh, well, will it take the road?
Yeah. I think also, Lee saying about the 3D printing being like a standout feature, for me, I thought what was a really good feature that actually not too many distortion pedals use is the silicon and the germanium style settings. Now, like for me, I love fuzz, and I love my germanium fuzzes that I've got, so being able to have that sort of option is quite nice.
Yeah. It softens up the gain stage, doesn't it? And you get those kind of like creamy rounded corners to your tone.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, even though I like my germanium fuzzes, I actually was enjoying this in the silicon mode.
I preferred it in the silicon mode as well. Yeah. I tell you what, though, we've done a video now on how it sounds and whether it provided a stank face, but we're going to do a video on how well it holds up. So we're going to stick it on the floor, and young Josh is going to stamp on it, not stank on it, and we'll see how it holds up.
And what I think we should maybe try and do is say, I'm going to just use anything within my might that I can muster, and then I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to see if it still works. If it still works, I'm thinking about taking it up a notch, and we'll give it to my German Shepherd and see what my German Shepherd can do with it. And if that still works, then colour me absolutely impressed. We could always try it and put it under the wheels of my car.
Well, spoilers, I think it's going to hold up because it seems pretty bloody...
I think it would. I think it would as well.
I mean,
I genuinely think it would.
We'll have to find out. I think we probably need a control experiment on this as well. Or you think I've got a few cheap pedals knocking about that we can.
Well, I'll tell you what we can use. We can use my my Wish Klon that I bought. Because it was a surprisingly good pedal. However, after about 3 days, one of the capacitors blew in it, which is why it's 29 quid. But it doesn't work now, so maybe I can use that as my benchmark.
Yeah,
but then it doesn't already work, so maybe that's just kind of not the point. But maybe, visual damage.
Yeah, we're kind of like seeing like more. It's more about like just how much abuse can a 3D printed pedal take, and if it is the case of, hang on a minute, these kick ass, then maybe it'll encourage more people to go down that route, because it's better for the environment, because you can just make them out of recycled plastic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, completely. Do you want to?
I did hear a rumor that going back to Thorpe, he's looking at making pedals out of carbon fiber. And can I just say that makes me really stiff? Like, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, I saw he had a 3D printed prototype of a pedal, and it was really really interesting. It was the Lee Harris signature pedal, really cool.
Cool.
So, after what were your first impressions on the Lion?
Yeah, like I say, there's some really good tones in there. It was a little bit bass heavy for me. I think it would be really good for like that sort of doom tone. But I think once you really kick up the raw and kick in the overdrive, it had some pretty meaty tones on it.
Yes, as soon as I kicked in that second gain stage, I was just like, ugh.
Strange enough, I think it's got some really good blues tones in it as well.
I think you could as well, yeah.
Bit of reverb, bit of delay, and you're off.
That's one for our resident dad guitarist to put to the test.
Yeah,
mate. Well, you guys are neighbours. I know you like talk over
over the fence,
a couple of plastic cups and a bit of string, sort of thing. So
in our tree houses.
In the Midlands, we can't afford phones.
Yeah, it's just like instead of like telephone wires, it's just this mesh of string. Cats tying it up.
I've got the wrong cup. Sorry.
All right, let me just get me mug.
Right, let's do a bit of news anyway, lads, because we are rolling on the time. I am doing a little bit of housekeeping from last week, because I did mention that we'd go over this bit of news that we didn't quite have time for. I have a feeling that we might not have time for all of the news this week as well. So, what are we saying? We were talking about Chuck Berry, a 1970s ES355. They are doing...
It wasn't the ES355, it was the 2112.
What?
We were joking about Chuck Berry being in Rush earlier. So
what?
So the guitar's going to last about 20 minutes and have absolutely no point.
Hey. Right,
steady on here, Josh. Steady on. We were just warming to you then as well. So the ES355 Murphy Lab aged. So this is pricey. And any time you hear Murphy Lab, you are talking upwards of, like, you're talking custom shop money, which in Gibson terms is somewhat ridiculous. So it's very similar to the BB King Lucille that we mentioned last week. Doing it in a limited run. There's 100 available. Plain maple top, laminate maple. So it's plain maple laminate, and then you've got maple block for the center. Comes with a Maestro Vibrola trem system, which are only ever decorative. Don't be tempted to use that thing. And it also comes with the Veritone as well, which the BB King's got, but I think that does it in stereo. So you've got like a stereo jack input. So they're like two separate jacks. What are you showing me here? Murphy Lab Jerry Cantrell. Steady
that
on.
also came out, didn't it, this week, I think?
Did it?
No. Oh, I don't know if... no, I don't think so.
So, like the Veritone switch on this one, but it's a mono input. The Veritone switch is actually really, really useful. I tried an Epiphone BB King with the Veritone switch, and surprising how much those tone capacitors make a difference in the tone. You can go from like really bright and spanky, almost single coil tones to like full, thick, juicy, humbucking kind of Gibson PAF tones. And a lot of the time, if you listen to Chuck Berry's tone, it's actually a lot brighter than you think it would be. Considering he's playing one of these hollow bodies, you're thinking nice and warm, rounded tones, and actually it's really kind of raspy and bitey.
Honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't play like Eddie Van Halen, since he got it all off of Marty McFly.
That's it. Yeah. So how much are you reckoning for a Murphy Lab aged Chuck Berry limited to 100?
7.5.
Oh, you're not far off. Lee, are you going higher or lower? This is Price is Right.
I was Googling it, so... Sorry. I still haven't seen the price on it, though. Let's go for $9,000.
Okay. Josh was the closest. Well done, Josh. You get some internet points this week. It was 6,999.
That's a lot more reasonably priced than the new Manson DeLorean guitars that they brought out this week.
Listen, right, we're going to fall out if you start picking on Manson now.
Well, I like Manson guitars. I think they're lovely, but Jesus Christ, that price tag was eye-watering.
How much was it?
For the bog standard one, it was 8,000, and for the relict one, it was 13,000.
Did you see the video they did of it with Matt in the
Yes.
DeLorean?
Yeah, the video was pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to have one, but geez, the price was just
I mean, that's where a lot of the budget went for these guitars, is on that video. So
yeah,
soak it in, boys. Soak it in.
Great Scott.
So we've got a few pedals this week, and a few of them actually kind of tie in with each other. So we're kind of going on an LM308 theme this week. The first of which we're talking about is Walrus Audio. They have done yet another revision, so they are on the V3 of the Iron Horse, which is kind of brat-based distortion tones. And the revisions that they have done are quite exciting. So, with the previous versions, they had silicon and LED clipping, which was selectable via a toggle switch, I am to believe. Now they have put it on a blend pot, so you can blend between. So you can get almost an infinite shape feature, but not, because Black Star might have some words. But yeah, so you can go between like silicon and LED, which I believe is like LED is your standard rat, and then the silicon is another version of the rat. Is it the other way around? There we go. Pretend that I had the right. I was sure that the originals had LED clipping.
No, I don't think they do. Stu would know best, but
yes, Stu's one's got LED. Mind you, Stu's one's got.
Yes, the
Sirens has got like 3-way, hasn't it?
Yeah, you've got LED, you've got nothing, and then you've got silicon. Yeah. But then the chip is the LM308, isn't it? Yeah. I've got to Google this now. No, I'm not going to Google it because I'll get in trouble for that.
Yes, you will.
But no, I don't think LED is the way it normally is. I think it's the silicon is the way it normally is.
I'm just looking at it myself now at the moment as well.
I was sure it was. I was sure. There's quite a few. I mean, there's 2 different silicon and 2 different LED versions on the Xander Cranium, and I thought it was Asymmetrical LED was the standard, but there you go. Either way, we've got. I think with this it was symmetrical silicon and symmetrical LED, which you can blend between on the Iron Horse. They've also there was a volume discrepancy when selecting diodes,
Silicon and yeah.
So they've smoothed that out a little bit for the V3.
I think personally, I think what would have made that to take it to the next step would have been able to use that through an expression via TRS. I think if they would have done that and been able to use it with a foot expression would have been quite good.
Well, swinging between the two.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that. I'm seeing it more as like finding the sweet spot. So you find the sweet spot, like because I like the silicon for the like sheer bitey attack that it gives, but it can be a bit harsh and a bit brittle sometimes. So if you like just dial it back a bit and add in a bit more of that amp-like flavour of the LED clipping, you can find the real sweet spot of tone. So I'm down with that.
Yeah, if you want amp-like clipping, then you want to go for FETs, though, don't you? You don't want to, that's where you get a real amp-like clipping.
No, yeah. they suggest that LED is really amp-like sounding. It's very like it clips much later on.
Much more open as well.
Yeah,
generally louder, but I always find FETs to feel more amp-like, because a FET basically is a valve. So
yeah, but they're usually used as the amplification stage, not the clip-in stage.
No. Well, I suppose it depends on the circuit, doesn't it? But you've built more pedals than I have, so.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Following diagrams, I may add.
Oh yeah, no, I've not built pedals from scratch. Like
it's paint by numbers.
Oh, yeah, it's essentially a giant colouring book for adults.
And you can't do that right.
for man babies.
He paints them well.
That's it. I'll show you one day.
But we actually, I want to just jump in on this walrus thing before we switch off, because I should have said we released a walrus distortion on Tonepedia this week as well.
Nice.
We released the Eris.
Yes, yeah, they did that like 3-mode distortion, didn't they?
5-way clipping options, a bit like a Xander pedal. So yeah.
It's been a while since I reported on it.
Lovely looking pedal.
Oh yeah, like hands down, like the best looking walrus audio. Just the aesthetic on it was absolutely excellent.
Yeah, it was very much similar to the Ages. Whereas the Ages was an overdrive with basically exactly the same pedal but an overdrive.
Yeah.
This is and it is called the Eris, which is almost an anagram of Ages. So yeah, it's I wonder what the next one will be called.
When you say best looking pedal that they've done, are you forgetting about the Slow and the Janus? I mean, they are very good looking ones as well.
Yeah, but this one does look cool. It's got like a ball with wings and like it's all red and yellows. It looks proper.
Yeah, it's
cool.
Like almost a kind of cartoony style, like really thick, bold lines. It just really stands out really nicely. They're also doing a limited run of Halloween edition Iron Horses for the same price, with it's artwork designed by Karine Alexandra, where it's like a horse's skull on the front.
Yeah.
Cool.
I did see a glimpse of it today. I did see it advertised, and I was like, "Oh, that is smart."
So by the time this podcast comes out, Halloween will be over.
Yes, and these will probably be sold out as well. Yeah,
but it's worth noting that Jam also did like a run of all their different pedals with a Halloween get up on them. I made a post of it on pedalboards redeem, and it just looks so good. Jam pedals always look great, don't they?
Yeah, they always look really, really good.
You know who was doing a Halloween discount as well? You know who was doing a Halloween discount for his spooky pedals?
Oh, not JHS for his haunting mids.
No, it was Stu. He was doing 15% off on the Raise the Dead, and there was another one as well.
Yeah, he's done the fully matte black pedals, isn't he?
Yeah, but they weren't included with this. They were like the Rodent 308. Him as well was doing like a traditional, very very close spec to original Rat circuit.
Yeah,
but they weren't necessarily released this week. He's been he did them during lockdown previously, and he's doing a run of them now until he runs out of the 308s, because he's finding
it's so funny talking to him about these 308s, because he's getting loads and loads and loads of them in, and he's like finding so many fake ones.
He's like a detective with spotting these fakes though as well, isn't he?
Or a hoarder, one of the two.
It's two sides of the coin, isn't it? But Lee, you got a little bit of news about another 308 based pedal this week, haven't you, as well?
Yeah,
breaking news. This is.
I was talking to Josh over at JHS earlier, and they are releasing their new Rat pedal, which I don't actually know what it's called, because their pedals are just pictures on the face of them. They don't have the name of them, but it's a black pedal. It's got a rat with rat's face with red eyes, all done in like a chalk drawing. It looks like just a rat's face has died. And so it's a white outline with the red eyes. And it's in the vein of the Muffaletta and the Bonsai. So it's just a 4-knob pedal. 3 of the knobs are the 3 standard Rat knobs, so volume, distortion and filter. And then the other knob is a 9-way mode knob. I've said knob so many times now.
You have. I mean, use synonyms, please. It's got 4 penises, one of which...
Right. So the everyone wants to know, what are the modes? Of course you do. Right.
Show us your knobs.
The first one is OG, which means original gangster, of course.
So standard Rat, cool.
Do you know what? Short little segue. I didn't know what that meant, and Matt Knight from Boss had to explain it to me. This was ages ago, but I was like, what OG?
Matt Knight is possibly the most gangster person I know, so that completely checks out.
Don't know many people.
He only knows 3 people.
Yeah.
Right. Next one is...
You're the 4th now.
Don't make me come on, knock on that wall and shut you up.
Guys, if you're going to argue, use the cups, please, okay? Okay, right. So the next mode is WHT, which we're guessing means...
like the white variant of the Rat, yeah.
But I think that was just a colour thing. I don't know. We're probably completely missing something really obvious there. Next one is TRB, which we're thinking is the Turbo Rat. Next one is the Brat, which I think was actually a version of the Rat. I can't really remember. Then you've got Dirty Rat. Then the next one is LA. Then after that you've got GRF again. It is very late here. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and it's been a long day, so forgive me. Then you've got a picture which is kind of like, looks like the flux capacitor.
It almost looks like something from it's like Street Fighter or something like that, or Mushima, or it's some Japanese fucking thing.
Let me share the picture with you guys, because obviously I've not sent this to you because we're not allowed, but I think it looks like a flux capacitor.
Looks like a propeller. An old
plane. It does. I tell you what, I bet it's so obvious, so obvious. I'm just tired.
And we're just being absolute novice. It's like when you did that the
OD200.
Yeah, the OD200. Screamer. What could that be?
What could that be? And honestly,
I think that might be an OCD. And people in the comments were just like, "You absolute." Yeah,
and it was so obvious, and I was just being so
they don't even know what they're talking about on pedalboards to do. They can't be pedalboards because they don't know what they're talking about.
I mean, there was a lot of that in those, like, because me and Lee did some like early news videos before we found our groove with it, and we look back on them and the pure like bile and hatred. It's so funny. It is so like how serious people got over the fact that we wasted 3 minutes of their life.
It was they probably took as long to write the comment as they did watching it. And it was just like the amount of dislikes, like hate, like thumbs down on it. It was we were joking about it just a couple of days ago. It was just so funny.
I mean, to be fair though, like the people who rallied behind them really did. Like there were people in those comments who were just going like, "Give these guys a break. They are literally just bringing you news," and have written it in the title of the video. Chill the fuck out.
I even had a message from someone who works within a company saying, "Lee, do you think this is going to hurt your brand?" I was like, "No, man, no, I really don't." And it has been quite successful. It's been really, really good. The more successful a video gets, the more hate you get, but not as much, hardly any anymore. And it's pretty good content as well, isn't it? You know.
To be fair, it paved the way quite well for the news segment. That we do as a weekly thing, and
that's what I mean. The new ones are pretty good content.
Yeah, it's some of our most popular stuff. So yeah, absolutely. Like we needed to have done that to get to where we're at now. So yeah, I'm cool with that.
Last mode on this is JHS, because there's always on these a JHS mode, and generally speaking, that JHS mode is a little bit louder than all the others to make it sound better. True story.
I mean, that's one way of doing it, I suppose.
Are we going to have a little sweeps with no money involved to think about what it's going to be called?
Okay. I mean, like rodent has been done to death, like Black Plague, like all these kind of things. Like they've all been done to death, haven't they?
So he has like let's think about some of the pedals he's got. It's obviously the muffler, the bonsai we mentioned earlier. So they're single words. So it might stand to reason this is also a single word. Why did he call it the bonsai?
It could be like Raticate from Pokemon.
I mean,
everybody remembers that.
Yeah.
Nintendo are going to get the fuck on you if you start calling stuff with Raticate, aren't they?
New Pokemon game coming out.
There is, Arceus Legends, isn't it?
I meant the remake of Crystal and... Is it Crystal? Oh, I can't remember. It's a remake of another one. Anyway, that's completely irrelevant. Name for this, could it be Roland? Roland. You can imagine what Roland would be like, no.
You're not allowed to call it that.
Yeah.
Just like Raticus or something. I don't know. Like something that's going to be obvious. Splinter. The JHS Splinter.
I bet there's a Splinter rap pedal already. There's got to be, isn't there?
Yeah,
Fang. Maybe.
Yeah, the Fang. Mind you, the TC have got the Fangs distortion, haven't they? And that's rap-based.
Yeah.
I feel like we're replicating the JHS board meeting for what to call it.
Yeah, it's like that meme of, the ones where they're talking about suggestions and the one guy just says, why don't we just call it the rat, and just gets thrown out the window. It's like it's that meme come to life.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listeners.
Stars.
Go on.
Stars.
I was going to say, listeners, give us an idea, but by the time this podcast is out...
got me started.
I mean, yes, Josh, yes. Like, Simply Red repping. Give it all up for you, yes, I would.
Give it all up for you, yes, I would.
Fantastic. Oh, like that reminds me of childhood, that does. Just banging Simply Red tunes on the radio the entire time. Fantastic.
Do you remember that roller coaster song they did, and it was just like played continuously? It's just
Indeed, I do. I remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, it sounded nothing like that.
did.
I'm probably going to show my age by saying it was probably before my time.
Shut the fuck up.
There you go. I mean, what a way to alienate your podcast hosts here. Gosh. It's been wonderful having you on, and hopefully we'll see you again in another 4 or 5 years. I don't know, maybe. The schedules are.
It doesn't
schedules
work
are hard,
like that. He won't at that point be the same age as us.
Yeah. Shit. Fuck you, time.
Fuck you, logic. Fuck you, physics.
That's it. But I think that is probably a good place to wrap it for this week. We've got a few more newsy stuff, but I think a lot of these can wait until next week.
I've just had a thought. I might actually know what it's called.
Go on. Give us a.
Hang on, let me just try and find it because. Sorry, I might have gone a little bit quieter there.
Go on.
Because there was another picture of it.
Next to the box that had the name on it. Oh, Lee. And while Lee's looking this up, I'm going to start wrapping the podcast up. So, I'm going to extend a massive thanks out to you listeners for just making it this far, because we've been rambly, we've been largely tangential, but we've been like always authentic to the Fret Talk way of doing things. So thank you. And thank you massively, big, massive thanks, Ting, to the Patreon backers. You are the people who make this show a thing. So thank you to you guys. And we are going to give you a massive shout out before we do. If you want to be one of those people, if you want to be part of the Cool Kids Club, the Cool Kids of Patreon, you can be for as little as $2 a month. In English money, that's not even as much as a Starbucks. Like,
definitely not as much as fuel.
For less than a litre of our fuel, you can.
Or a share bag of Doritos.
Yeah, a share bag of Doritos. I mean, I'll honestly, I'd take it if you just like mailed me a share bag of Doritos a month. That would be fine.
The crisp brands are available.
They are indeed, yeah. But those the amazing Patreon backers, you are as follows. You are Mr. Andrew Bimson, Mr. Adam Yeomans, Mr. Doug Christ of 37 Effects, of Masters of the Cinematic Universe podcast, of the Just Surprise Me podcast. We have got Mr. Hugh G. Rection. Well, hey.
I didn't realise I was a Patreon.
I mean, Mr. Tiny Dick. We have got Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups, and we have got Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, and as of this week, of the Second Button podcast as well. Massive thank you to you guys. And if you want to catch me online, I am the BudgetPedalChap. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And YouTube is the home to the No Talk All Tone series. And you can occasionally find me on Pedal Boards of Doom too.
And me.
Indeed. And Lee, where else can you find Pedal Boards of Doom?
In your back pocket. And in that little pickpocket, and I couldn't find the name.
Up the arse and turn left.
I've seen the very top of the letters of the name, but I couldn't see the rest of it, and it's a longish word by the looks of things, probably about 7 letters, if that helps. But I've just looked on the JHS Pedals Facebook page, and they've released a video, which I'll just share with you guys what it looks like. It is basically the JHS shelves, that they have all the pedals on, just full of a ton of rat pedals with a bunch of mice crawling over them, because obviously rats would probably be a bit gross, so they've put mice over there. They could have hamsters as well. In fact, that one there does look like a hamster. So, yeah, they've done a little video, and then at the end of the video, it just says tomorrow.
But it's called the JHS Tomorrow.
I was going to say it's called the Tomorrow. I never would have seen that coming.
But you see this one? See this one here? This is the white label. So this is the rat that had the inverted label on it. I bet that's the white one.
Okay.
Because I forgot you had that one. And
I mean, I've got to admit, like, rat history is not my forte.
yeah,
It's
there is
not
a
mine.
brat.
The only thing I really know about it is that it was used on the Master of Puppets album, I think.
There you go. I mean,
Rats are like the best overdrive, man, or distortion. The Brat wasn't supposed to be quite as good as the others, but it existed. I really want to hear this pedal. I really want it.
Sorry, but you've piqued my interest of why you've got Rammstein guitar there.
Me?
Yes.
Where?
On one of your tabs, I can see Rammstein guitar.
Oh. I was looking at Rammstein.
Indeed. I mean, this has gone
pronouncing the guy's name right.
So this has gone from like an outro of a podcast to now like doing some Facebook googly.
Sorry. So you can find me on Facebook, where we have the world's best pedal Facebook group. You can find us on Instagram, where we don't really care about it, and you can find us on YouTube, where you can find all three of us. And there are other places, but if you have anything that you want us to do, and video wise, or if you own a pedal company and you want us to demo some stuff, you can get us to do it.
Hit us up. And Josh,
pedals.
give us that plug again for all of your stuff.
So you can find more about me at the Corona Mortis on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube at JoshyZK, and you can find my podcast at the Guitar Geeks Podcast on Instagram and Linktree.
Boom. There you go. And that will be us for this week. It is a quite girthy over an hour, maybe even over an hour and a quarter this week. So there you go. You have those extra minutes for free. It's on us. So from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Lee, padabadabadabadabadoo. Say bye, Lee. From Mr. Josh, the Corona Mortis. Say bye, Josh.
Bye, Josh.
It will be a tatty bye and good night for this week. Ta-ra a bit. Bye.
Ta-da.
Ta-ra, man. How do Ewoks catch fish? With their bare hands?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.